We've been waiting to get hold of my next exciting guest, and we have got hold of her now. It's the one and only Leslie Ash. Good morning, Leslie.
Hey, good morning.
Got you at
How
last.
are you?
um, very intrigued by your new project. It's called BookStreamz. I've been trailing it as a project that literally brings literature to life. I've seen it. I've looked at your work. It's amazing. I still can't quite get my head around it. Perhaps you better explain it.
Okay, well, this came purely out of lockdown for me, and it's been the birth of BookStreamz. It's a new way of storytelling where the cast of actors perform a book online. First, we have a great story, and then we have a narrator, and then the actors perform all the dialogue in character. It's amazing. You know, we've had the live events on Zoom,
Yep.
and we record them so that people can watch them afterwards, or they can watch them on catch up or binge on them, which is what we're all seem to be doing at the moment, binging.
Yeah.
Um,
There's
you know,
nothing else to do.
no, I know it's getting worse,
Yeah,
isn't it? I
yes,
mean,
it
it's
is.
just getting worse and worse. But it's completely new. I mean, I love reading books, and whenever I read a book, I look at all the characters in it, and I just imagine them as if it's like a film or a TV series. And so this is what BookStreamz do, really. I mean, there's so many great stories out there, and some of them you will never ever get to hear of because maybe they're not on Amazon's top list or whatever, but there are some fantastic stories out there, and it gives authors a chance as well that probably you would never have heard their story. But the actors' feedback from performing, it really works on Zoom. It really, really does. And the people who have subscribed to it say it's like having the actors in the room performing directly to them. So it's sort of like, it sort of sits between Audible and Netflix, and we're just trying to build up a library at the moment of great stories so we can keep doing it,
Yeah.
really.
So it's the idea of the author Elaine Sturgis. Apart from your good self, there's Alessandro Babalola, Olivia Brady, Tom Lister, a whole cast of great performers.
Mm.
And you know, when you read a book, you're just saying, you do visualize it, don't you, in your own mind, to the extent
Yeah.
that you come up with your idea of what the characters look like. So sometimes when you go and see a film of a book, you're either disappointed, but you think, oh, that doesn't look like what I thought he looked like, or you think, yeah, that's exactly right. So this project will give you the immediate kind of visual interpretation of what you would have read, right?
Well, exactly that. And we're actually doing Wuthering Heights as one of the classics. And when Elaine was breaking it down into episodes and scenes and things, you really realize that all the films that you've seen of Wuthering Heights are absolutely nothing like Emily Bronte's book. I mean, the lead character, Heathcliff, is absolutely nothing like what you know, the romantic sort of
Yeah.
Poldarky type
Yeah.
bloke. He's actually, you know, really got a dark side. And we've got Ian Kelsey playing Heathcliff. Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
So, oh, it's really exciting. Everyone's just so excited about it because it just, I mean, again, as I say, you really are keeping to the story that the author, you know, put out there. And the authors get so excited when they see their characters coming off the page, you know, for the first time. It's actually quite emotional sometimes.
So it's been going since the 1st of October. Have you been getting great feedback from the people who watch? I mean, really intriguing, the idea of actually watching it live. Have you got feedback from the people who've done that?
Yeah, we get fantastic feedback from them. But what we need to do, like every, you know, when something's new, we need to sort of like really get it out there, sort of like bang the drum and get more people involved. And people can they can subscribe to it, and they can help us, you know, get started,
How,
and
how can
also help
Leslie?
some of the actors.
How can they do that, Leslie? We better
They
make
can go to bookstreamz.com,
right.
and everything's on there, what you have to do. But yeah, during these times, it's quite nice to be able to try and help the actors, and also the authors, because even actors, when they're out of work, they tend to look to the hospitality industry, and even that's not going well. We've got a bar in Clapham, and it's just, it doesn't seem right to be sending people home at 9:30. Last orders 9:30.
It's
Out
like
you
being
go at 10
children, is it?
o'clock.
It's like being children. Get home to bed now. It's 10 o'clock.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
It
But, it's in Clapham, and suddenly you get all these people dashing out, going down to Sainsbury's and 7-Eleven, trying to get booze to take home. And it just, honestly, it's just not working at all.
No, it's
I feel so sorry for that industry.
I do too, and I feel sorry for your industry as well. But what's good about BookStreamz is it's the sort of innovative ideas that are emerging from these restricted times that we live in, and the artistic community are coming up with great ideas. Just talking to Nina Wadier, they've been doing an audio podcast drama, and now BookStreamz, which, by the way, we should tell people about this. It's the way it's spelt. It's BookStreamz, BookStreamz.com. Yeah, that's where they can find it. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Can we dwell a little on your astonishing career? I've just been looking you up. I didn't realise that you were the little girl who used to say, "Why are your hands so soft, mummy?" When you were 4 years old in this, was it Fairy Liquid adverts? Yes.
Yeah. Fairy Liquid is actually same age as me. It's 60 now. We've been going for so long.
I remember that
right.
really well. I remember that really well.
Yeah, it was in black and white.
Yeah.
It seriously was in black and white. It was before colour TV, 1964. And yeah, I did do that commercial at 4 years old. It was only because my mum and dad knew a producer who used to do loads of commercials, and he said, "Oh, can we get Leslie in for an audition?" And the director liked me, and I got it. But that did start me off, I suppose, with a bug that I very much wanted to be in front of the camera. I think the last time I saw you was with Matthew
That's
Wright,
right.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were celebrating 40 years of Quadrophenia.
That's right. Yeah. I want to talk to you about that. I was just now, what a film that was. I remember when it came out, and actually, I don't think people realised how seminal it was and would become. I mean, arguably one of the greatest British films of all time. What are your memories of working on that?
Oh, God, fantastic memories. The first day of filming, after a long time of trying to get the part, because they were seeing so many women, young girls for that part. And I scraped through, I think. I was modelling at the time. So it was very much, they wanted to get the image right, I think, rather than a fantastic actress, obviously. In those days, I was only 18. So the image was right. And I wanted to look like Jane Asher, I remember. But the first day of filming was the riot scene. On the beach.
Down in Brighton, yeah.
Yeah, so I think Frank Rodden wanted to keep the cast together. So we were all staying up in Brighton. He got us together about 3 months before we actually started filming as well, so that we struck up little relationships within the group. We all had our friends within that group, and I think that's why it was so believable. It was because he's like a documentary director, so he very much brought that to Quadrophenia. But the first day was epic. I mean, it was that wonderful riot scene.
Yeah. It was brilliant. It was brilliant seeing that. Listen, let's quickly, if we just look at your TV career, which is just as sparkling. We should remember that, of course, you've been in Holby City, Where the Heart Is, Cat's Eyes, of course. But I think mainly, television-wise, people will always associate you with Men Behaving Badly. Did you realise that was going to be quite the phenomenon that it was?
Not at all, no. I mean, first of all, it was quite a slow burner, actually, because it started on ITV, then changed to BBC because ITV didn't want it. So
Good decision.
no, yeah, good decision. No, it was quite a slow burner, and people didn't quite know what to do with it. They didn't know whether it was sexist or, you know, they couldn't quite work out, those boys. But in the end, no, it's been a fantastic series and still being shown now. It's a bit of a cult of its time, I think. It's very much a sitcom of its time, because we were so bored of seeing those sort of middle of the road sitcoms.
Yeah.
And a fantastic sitcom comes around every 10 years, and we're just lucky that Men Behaving Badly was one of those.
It's just one of those rare sitcoms but every bloke who watched that and goes, oh yeah, that's what it's like being a bloke.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was very accurate about the curse of being a male. Leslie, our time is all too short, but I wish you well with this amazing project. I've looked at it myself and it's well worth a look. So that's BookStreamz.com, starring Leslie Ash, literally bringing literature to life. Leslie, thank you so much for your time. Good luck with sort of rebuilding your career after this lockdown and your bar in Clapham. Great to talk. Take care. That's Leslie Ash there, actress. I'm Kevin O'Sullivan, and this is Talk Radio.